Should be getting XM Colossus in very soon.
Oh yes, I did ask him, and he said he's already sent you the message, so I didn't get involved.
Yeah, it's already on its way apparently. And there's some business going on with Tweeterhead at the moment with Hordak too, where they're like saying we're not giving you any quotes because they're too expensive. What? So they're trying to get the price down on the Hordak shipping from Tweeterhead. So this is going to be interesting.
Wow.
Okay.
Gio, you're getting this, right?
I've got this, bro.
Yeah, so these are just some pictures that came up of Claw. These are, on these on Instagram, really nice pictures.
I'm using it with my He-Man display. It actually fits pretty good. It's like a ramped up Ram Man a little bit. A better version.
I love the way they did the colors.
Yeah,
this is really good. I mean, it's a really artistic sort of thing. It's either your type of, if you're into that sort of funky, sort of space, sci-fi style, it's just fucking cool, and it's very unique. It's like nothing you've got. That's what's about it. So need to get myself another one, really.
Yeah,
actually, PA coming on with us next week.
Nice, lovely guy.
Very good guy, yes.
Yeah,
very good guy.
Love PA, man.
Can't wait to meet him at one of the conventions at some point when all this is blown over. Then this is the Prem 1 Frodo and Gollum piece. This was meant to be the last picture, so we could have got to this one at the end, but we'll just go straight into it. But this likeness is fucking terrible. I really don't think it's there. I think it looks pretty bad. The piece, the bonus part is the ring. The piece there, it looks all right, but
straight on. I see what you mean, but that other shot,
that shot is definitely in there. Yeah. Do you know what the problem is though with this? Right, from no matter what angle that you do, it's another one of them perplexed, hard division questions faces that he has. Like someone has said to him, listen, what's 411 divided by 32? He's just got a face like he's just forgot where the fuck he lives. He's like, he just doesn't look right in his head. And he's like, you've got Gollum there, you've got the he's meant to be looking on the thing and focusing, and he has a dead face, man. He has an absolute dead face.
Don't you find that though with a lot of Pro 1 pieces?
I do. That's what I'm talking about. They need to deal with expression. I mean, is he meant to be focused? Is he meant to be stoic and stern? Or is he meant to be confused? Because it's like he's looking at that going, did I leave the fucking stove on? It's a confused look on his face. It's like he's not there. You know that face when you're talking to someone and they're thinking about what they're having for lunch. You know that face?
Yeah.
You're going, yeah. So, I told him at work, I said to him, why the fuck did you? And the guy's looking at you, nodding, but his face is going, yeah, maybe chicken salad. That's a great sandwich. And that's his face. Honestly, it's a proper confused face.
The thing is, like, Gollum actually looks like he's got the expression there on Gollum. But
yeah, that's good. That's all right.
The Gollum looks good, but the Frodo
just needs to have like a, that face, like a,
Rodney's fighting back, getting into this line.
I love all their Lord of the Rings stuff.
Who's showing Lord of the Rings stuff at the moment though that looks good? Is that Prime 1 as well?
This is
Weta. It might be Weta, I think.
Yeah, I mean, there's some good stuff coming. I don't know, but I'm not sure about this Frodo. Is there another head? Do you get another head with it?
No.
No, that's a shame. He could really have done with a different head,
Yeah. Could have done with that. For
sure. And do you know what's really hard? When you see movie pieces in person, as you boys both know, you've seen plenty probably, there's angles at which they look like the person. And then there's like, if it's a very good likeness, right? Like a really good likeness, I reckon it looks like the person around 30% of the angle. And that's the best you're going to get if it's good. I have never seen a movie piece statue, even unless it's been like a professional custom job, professional paint. But I've never seen one where I've looked around the whole thing and gone, it looks spot on to the person. I always go, not him, not him, not him, not him. Oh, there he is. Yeah. That's definitely it. So then you've got the sort of pose angle right. Because the side view of it is spot on. That view is perfect. There.
You mean for as licensed pieces, you haven't seen one?
Yeah, licensed. Okay. Because with licensed, the factory paint is is not a great standard, to be honest. I mean, when you're a collector and you only have licensed pieces, you probably think so, that, you know, and they are getting better every sort of year, it improves. But when you have a professional paint job, you understand what it can be, what it can be in itself.
We had this custom Adam Driver head made for this Kylo Ren. I'm telling you, it's they nailed it. Like that nose is not easy to capture.
But they also didn't they come mostly unpainted as well, so you had to get a professional painter. Some of them
did.
Do them.
He did. He sent 2 of them.
Yeah, unpainted.
He said 1 unpainted, 1 painted. You know, so
yeah.
I mean, you get a pro paint to do that as well, and you'll really see, because the likeness for me is it's more in the paint that it starts to, you know, you need to get the shadowing right, the contours of the face right. You fuck that shit up, and it don't look like no one, don't look like anybody that's meant to.
Yeah.
So it's really on the paint. I mean, you see some amazing stuff, you know, online where people take something, especially movie ones, and they repaint, and you're just like, shit, wow, you know.
Yeah, true.
But it might not be the head-on angle that suits this this particular one. I think the side is definitely him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad Prime 1 didn't start doing Lord of the Rings when I first started.
Yeah, but I mean, if you were going to get it, like if you were going to jump in, would you go? You're going to leave them nuts hanging out of it, or are you going to like go in gently and sort of go, okay, I'll get maybe the bad guys first? And
see, I like the orcs. So
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, see, I would lean that way too. If I was going to do it, I'd go Sauron and the orcs and the Balrog and all that. That's where I'd go. I'd leave all the others.
Aragorn though.
Yeah,
I did like. I love that base. But
the Legolas was nice too.
Yeah,
I like the Legolas.
But yeah, I'm glad they didn't start out with this, because I would have.
Yeah,
you'd have been in trouble.
I would have
broke as fuck.
Damn.
But the column looks nice.
I think the column looks great, but still, I still prefer Weta's 1/3 one. I think that's a fantastic column. Are you done playing with your toys now?
No, I was just trying to get through.
I wasn't gonna say nothing else.
Yeah, you be polite. You be polite, guest. Leave me to give him shit. Look, you know what I mean? I'm just like, what the fuck, man? Come on.
Time for a drink.
So then we got the Prime 1, and this is the Snyder cut of Superman. So we got that as well. And is this much different from the other one? Do you guys know? Do you remember?
Much different from.
Yeah, like they did the other movie version.
The Justice League version they did isn't it the same, just with a different suit?
Just different suit, but I think you get with this one you get the heat vision eyes. You know.
Yeah.
The black suit's sexy as fuck, isn't it?
Yeah. I like it better than the regular. I mean, black's my favorite color, so you know, for obvious reasons.
And this,
you're so racist, man. I can't do it. So racist. Black, actually, my friend, is not a color.
That's true. I did. It's
no color.
Yeah, I know.
If you can guess my favorite color, I'll be very impressed.
Blue,
red.
That was a fucking stretch. That was blue. Jesus Christ. I think I don't have any originality about me. That's what people say when they don't know blue. That's like the default color. What's your favorite color?
I was just thinking.
I don't know blue.
I was just thinking of Thanos' outfit. That's the only reason I said blue.
All right, no, you're way off.
Not red.
Nah. I'm
green.
Green. Yeah, it's green. But it's a particular type of green that I like. It's like mint. You know, like the mint green.
Okay.
Like the color of the leaf. You know, like a mint leaf.
Right.
That particular color. So it's like an exact color.
Forest kind of green.
That's it, man.
Yeah.
It's trees.
I had my headphones painted that color. No, really.
When you say to Thor, what's your favorite color? He's like night, fucking nighttime, pitch black, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Vader's fucking helmet black.
Literally, I have a stack of shirts over here, and they're all black. Every single one of them.
Yeah,
every single, because I've always, because of Vader, black's always been my favorite color.
Yeah. Oh, when you said for obvious reasons, I didn't pick up on the Vader part.
Yeah, because it's always been my favorite. It's always been my favorite color.
And there's when George said racist,
like, no.
For obvious reasons. I'm going to tell you white boys how it is, right? It's black, motherfucker, and you like it.
All right, sorry. I just
Black
had to,
slimming. That's the thing. I like wearing blacks. It's quite slim in colour.
There you go.
That
Nice,
too.
trimmed.
That too.
I mean, the thing is, you've got to say this about Superman as well. You see, when you're looking at that black suit, it does look a little bit leaner, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Well, I wonder.
See what I'm saying?
I wonder if
There's a little bit of
a
there's a leanness to it, like, but it probably isn't there. It's just because it's black, so it's like the details are sort of a bit, you know, with the red and the sort of thing, you get a lot more musculature, sort of. I mean, the sculpt is clearly the same under there, so just shows you how the color can affect it.
Yeah,
looks cool though. It looks very cool. Again, it's still got this. The red eyes is a bit better. It's still got this lifeless expression.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is the two heads are just too the same. There's not enough difference in the heads to kind of justify it just with the eyes.
Doesn't look like they're the same. Doesn't look
the
like
the eyebrows and the nose are a little bit different. And so like
definitely the eyebrows are up a little bit, look a little bit higher, maybe, but maybe not, man. Might be the eyes throwing off. That's hard. That's a hard one.
Like right in the middle of the brow.
His right eyebrow is definitely the ends of his eyebrows are definitely higher. Yeah, for sure.
They peaked, didn't they?
And the lips look a little bit more kind of pouted.
But it's not an obviousness, is it? That's the thing as well.
That's
something you really would have to look at.
It's not enough to justify a second head. You know?
I always like just the angle change. Have the same head, but just turn his head. Just literally. So you've got it like this. It can be the same head, just ever so slightly. Change the angle, and that changes a lot on a statue. You know.
Well, that's one of
like they did with the fabric. You know, the fabric Batman. He's up and then he's down and he's to the side. Perfect.
Yeah, I was going to say that because literally, you know, the Fadbok, he has like an up, a down, a left, and a right. I'm pretty sure he has one of every angle. 4 heads all look in different way, and I think that is a great way to do it. You know, and then most of the others are just the same head with normally the same mouth, and just like very.
Especially
very
if the expression is very similar. If the expression is going to be similar, if you just put an angle on it, you're giving people a lot more options with their pieces, because it means now, instead of having Superman head on like this, right, where his body's like this, you can tilt him a little bit. You can turn that body a little bit, let the light hit it, and get all sexy with it, you know, like Dorian Yates style. It's like, turn that shit to the side, motherfucker. Let me see that. Let me see them lats.
Did you say Superman looks leaner? Superman is literally has a godlike body.
Yes.
Brows and the nose look a bit more wrinkled. Not a big fan of the black statue because they don't really pop and it's harder to see the detail. Is Conval done playing Superman, or are we going to get another one? I think there is rumor about no more Snyder and no more Conval, but then there's also the other side of both of their contracts are up. So because of that, they're obviously going to say they don't want to do any more to get more money. It's the same as like Chris Evans and everyone else. They say, I'm not doing any more. As soon as the checkbook comes out, they'll be doing it in no fucking time, you know?
Oh, yeah.
I think it's all about a play.
It's also a little bit of a shame that this base on this Superman is a little dark too. I really would think the suit and the cape and everything would look a little bit more highlighted if the base was a few tones lighter.
I think that the lighting's bad on this, and I probably think that those bits underneath the S are probably a bit more metallic than they look there.
Well, I tell you what, then maybe when you do your promo shots for your statue, you get that shit right. What do you think about that?
It's their picture.
Oh, yeah. So
you know what I mean? When you've got like all this fucking symbolization on it and these, you know, all this stuff going on, that means that's your final picture. If you're sitting down on a meeting and you bring me that picture, I'm going to say, why, you know, and I got the statue and it looks different. I'm saying, why does it look different? Why is it so dark? What happened? Are we not paying the fucking electricity bill? What happened?
And then we got some Stone Cold Steve Austin from the PCS wrestling line.
Yeah, PCS.
I hope this come out better than Flair, man, because I was thoroughly disappointed that Flair came out.
That was the only bad one. The Rock.
Yeah.
This looks really good. This looks really, really good. I mean,
Rock is pretty good. I mean, I only saw the prototype Rock in person, but
Flair was really bad.
You guys would have seen that in New York Comic Con. You saw the Rock. The painted version in New York Comic Con is probably one of the best likenesses I've ever seen in my life. It was really good, the prototype. Factory can never
be right up there. Hopefully, we'll see.
I never really got into wrestling that much because I think George and his cousin James, they used to always kick my ass every time I went round there. every time I like linked anything to wrestling, it was me getting my ass kicked, so I couldn't get into it too much, you know.
Yeah, we always like these sort of the tag team boys. So Legion of Doom. We clothesline. What is it called? The fucking Legion of Doom move. That's what we used to do to Alex. We used to do that shit to Alex all the fucking time.
No, yeah, but you know, the thing is that
or like one, you know, the Heart Foundation one, where you lay them down and then you jump off the top rope with the knee.
Yeah.
Oh,
you'd be like, just laying there, like, you know, Alex, come up on my shoulders, man. And you lift him up. You'd be like, oh, this is great. And then someone jumps off the couch and clotheslines through the ground.
That's so bad.
Yeah,
they
we
were
do shit like that all the time.
Yeah, James was like sitting, like squatted down. He goes, "Oh, get on James's shoulders and see if he can squat you from his shoulders. See if he can stand up with you on there." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." And then all of a sudden, I just get this fucking dude flying across the room and clotheslines me off his shoulders. And I'm like,
yeah, but you know what it is? When you ain't watching wrestling, you ain't thinking about this. You've got no defense. You're like, yeah, all right. And you're just like, you fucking idiot. Now, if he'd have done his homework and watched wrestling, you said to him, dude, get on your shoulders. And you knew that last night, Legion of Doom just defended their fucking tag team titles. You don't get up on them fucking shoulders. You're like, yeah, fuck you. I ain't getting up there. Are you mad? So you know the situation. Is that the World Wrestling? Is that the WCW World Heavyweight Championship belt I see over there?
This is the NWA.
Ah, let's bring it closer. Let's have a look at it. It's got a similar shape to the WCW one, isn't it?
Yeah, well, yeah, it was NWA, and then it was the Flair belt.
Yeah, that's WCW belt. You're fucking weird. Yeah, man, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
I had to paint it because it came gold, but I had to paint the silver parts because the actual one is two-tone. So
yes. Well, yeah. Well, they are real gold belts, aren't they? In fairness, the ones that are made, especially like Flair shit. Flair's will be the real legit stuff, man.
Yeah,
it's nice. If you had to think, I mean, obviously going into wrestling now, what's your favorite ever belt?
I don't know. I'm weird. I kind of like the TV belt from NWA. I thought that really looked the red one that Arn Anderson had.
Yes,
I always thought that was a really cool looking belt.
You know, I always like the Intercontinental belt. Always,
I like that one too. The one that Macho Man used to have back in the day.
Yeah, that's it.
I like that one too.
I don't like the way ropes. Sorry, I don't like the way the ropes end.
Yeah, but you've got to make it sort of like that, in you, to be honest. Because the breakages, the longer they go, the worse it's going to get.
Yeah.
They must just like plug in, and that's probably best. It's really good though. I like it, man. I dig it. I mean, my cousin Ben was a massive Stone Cold fan, so I spent a lot of time watching him, and I think this looks spot on, especially his knee brace, because that was like a big signature, that knee brace. Very nice.
I'd love to see a Triple H.
Oh yeah, definitely. But how? From what era do you go? Do you go when he's like? Do you go when he's absolutely jacked to fuck? I remember, honest to God, he just like disappeared for like a year, and then when he come back, you know, like, cause then he went, and then what's that tune? It should be like heavy, like techno. Do you remember that? It'd be like there'd be a voice that'd be like, "Wait there, is this on?" And they go like that, and he fucking come. You just be like, "What the fuck? What horse has that fucking guy ate just before he got on the fucking stage?"
He's on the horse.
Juice, the shit, he was massive, and I was just like, "Whoa!" Because Triple H is my favorite.
I don't think anyone would want him when he had like the ponytail and the, when he was
Hunter, that's why I'm saying that Hunter Hearst Helmsley, and then he took like a break off, didn't he, and then come back as that guy, Triple H. They I mean, obviously he was very smart. He got embedded in with the family very quick. And he got his little bit there. I mean, I'm not complaining. Stephanie McMahon's fit, so I'd have no problem getting in there as well.
That's right.
It helps if the boss's wife is quite hot. I got no problem with the boss's daughter being hot. That's fine.
Fucking photo saying Triple H would have made a great Thor. Only problem is he can't actually shit.
No, it'd be a strong and silent type Thor, nodding.
Yeah.
What do you think about this, Thor?
Right?
No words. Do not speak.
Eggs and Blade. He was
he was a big fucking Pomeranian, wasn't he? A little vampire Pomeranian.
That shit was funny.
I think Jeff
was
the best part.
This does look good though. Is anybody in on this? Is anybody doing this line?
No. Like I said, if they jacked up Flair, that was the one I wanted to get.
Did you not think about maybe just sending it off to be repainted though? That
Yeah, because you got your boy.
Did you ever consider that?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen it in person, but if I can get it, you know,
I think you should. If I got a piece of advice for you, I would tell you go on a secondary market and try to get it, because the mixed media looks fantastic. So try to get it, and then I would send it to be repainted, because you can really, a professional paint job on that face could really be something special, because it makes a big difference, man. I mean, I'm constantly sharing pictures of like the same statue repainted, like, and it's insane how different they look. It really is. It's quite scary. So, man, go get on that flex, man.
Yeah, I might have to.
Also, the PCS stuff on the aftermarket is normally cheaper anyway.
Very cheap, yeah.
Yeah, you can get some well cheap stuff from PCS aftermarket. Next up is the horror line. So this is the concepts for the Leatherface, and I believe, if I remember correctly, this is 1/3.
Wow.
Fuck, why?
So yeah, this is to go with their other stuff.
I got you again,
fuckers.
Yeah.
Why
So
you want it, but not 1/3?
Yeah, I would love to.
Welcome to my world, mate. I'm exactly in the same place as you.
I'm not 100% on that 1/3 thing. I'm about 85% sure it's 1/3. But that's quite a lot of options. The thing is,
it looks fantastic. It looks absolutely fun. A very, very drastic change.
The problem I have is I just don't think he's a very good character. In all fairness, for me, with horror characters, I do like Jason, I do like Freddy, I like Candyman, I like Pennywise. I like a lot of them. I'm not a big fan of Michael Myers. I'm not a big fan of him either. I just never really.
Man, this is like you gotta love this guy, because this guy is as close to being real as there is going to be. I mean, this is like based off the stories of Ed Gein, man. This is serious. Leatherface is a real serial killer.
Yeah. Yeah,
you got, man. That's closer. You start thinking about that, and obviously there is a little bit of history with like Freddy Krueger as well, because the story from Freddy Krueger came from a group of kids that kept dying in their sleep. So there is some realism to that story. I think, obviously, where they went with it.
It's a Buffalo Bill Gein as well, though.
Gein, yeah. I mean, there's elements of, obviously, when a film says based on anything, it's an element.
Yeah.
So it doesn't even need to be there. It's the whole thing. It's just like an element. So the Ed Gein thing is the skin, because that's what he did, didn't he? Like he used people's skin, but he didn't use them. I don't think he used them to dress up in. I think maybe he did. Maybe he did. But he made bowls and like lamps and shit. So that's more like Jeepers Creepers, isn't it? Jeepers Creepers does the same.
No, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. He's got like lamps and he's got all that shit in there.
Yeah, that's what it is. But they're the elements I'm taking. I mean, Jeepers Creepers scared the shit. I mean, he's pretty good as a horror.
The Creeper, Creeper's cool. But what happened with the Creeper is the later movies were quite bad, and then the actual director turned out to be a paedophile, and then they stopped making the movies because of that. And then there was a load of shit attached to that. Yeah, but with I'm quite surprised as well, because one of the popular things about Leatherface is the pretty woman, or whatever it's called, the pretty lady face, and I'm quite surprised they haven't got that in their concepts, because that's quite one of the things that they go for. If you look at the old Sideshow one, he's got like the face with all the makeup on.
Yeah, I find that well disturbing, that piece.
Well, that's the point. Yeah,
it's really disturbing. I could never have it in my house. I definitely couldn't. I couldn't throw one over my thumb if that was in my house.
I tell you, one of the worst bits in that film is where he grabs her and he puts her on the hook. That's one of the ones, literally, whenever I see it and you hear it, you're like...
Is that the remake version, though, or does he do it in the real
original
one?
He does it in the real one. The original one. He does
the original one that I couldn't handle, I had to turn off, was the hammer one. The old person trying to do that was just, I was like, someone call me. Yeah, I'm coming. I was fucking
he did it.
The first guy he does with a hammer, and then you hear the thud, and then you see his legs all doing that. Yeah, it's nasty. But,
it was like the old guy getting him to do it. And he can't even hold the hammer or some shit. I can't even remember it, but it was bad. And I was like, they're fucking bad, them movies. They're bad.
And then they eat them as well, I think, in the end. They
go to waste, didn't it?
They sell like the ribs to people and stuff like that in their petrol station. It's well fucked up, yeah. Then this is the Queen Studios lineup. So these are all the pieces that they are teasing. So these are all a lot of Iron Man pieces. So I can actually see Mark 1 in there. You can see a Mark 6 or 7 at the back with the triangle. You can see a Hulkbuster. You can see loads of stuff going on here. So
got to be a War Machine in there somewhere.
War Machine in there. Yeah.
And probably an Iron Patriot as well. There has to be.
Probably.
There has to be a War Machine, an Iron Patriot, like a few different suits of Iron Man.
A War Machine on a different image, and it was more clear because you could see the Gatling gun on his shoulder. So there's that. So then we got the.
I'm so lucky that I don't collect. Like, this is exactly why I sold my Queen Studios Thanos, because I just don't want to go down this hole. I can just be like, I don't collect movie pieces and move swiftly on with my life.
Then you got the Mark 7. So this is quite a lot of images of this. I think.
Are you feeling this, boys? Are you feeling any of this? Is this touching your nether regions or not?
I like him in the movies, but to buy a piece is not even.
Yeah, Iron Man isn't my thing.
If you don't have a red saber, you don't get into the Death Star. That's just it. Markings and none of that stuff. You don't get in it.
I think.
What about pink lipstick? Does that count?
We consider that.
I think that this one, the XM version, personally for me, I think is a lot better, and I don't think it's an improvement. So, for me,
my issue with this is I think this is better as a group shot statue. So I think if you have like the Avengers in front of it, and then you've got the Iron Man slightly raised and behind for a display reason, I think it's very clever. But as a single piece, I just think there's too much base underneath him. It's just too much. But
I think they need to start making some new suits, because it's always the 7 or the 3.
Good point. Yeah.
So, or there was Hulkbuster.
Yeah, well, the Hulkbuster's being done. I like that. I actually, one of the few pieces I regret selling is Mark 1 Sideshow. I would never let that go. And also because there's the flaps on the back are always broken and little bits are always broken on it. I had a mint one. I should have kept that and got the face repainted. I think I had the exclusive one. Got the head done, and it would have been
poor time in our collecting, though, wasn't it?
I always like the suitcase one. I always like that suit for some reason.
But what?
Which one's that?
The one where he fought Mickey Rourke on the track.
Yeah.
No, in 2. I'm at 2.
Yeah, the suitcase one.
Yeah, that's a lot. But if you think about it from another perspective, right? That one is really hard to paint.
Yeah.
There's so many little intricate parts to the armor that they seem to pick ones that have big paneling. And I think that's because in terms of factory paints, I think they can do a better job.
Well, with Iron Man and Spider-Man are two of the hardest things to paint.
Yeah, and XM did. The one they did was like a suit like that. What was the suit that they did?
7.
They did the 7.
Yeah, see, now that has got lots of little bits on it and all, isn't it? That one. It's got lots of little...
That's this one. As well. That's this one, isn't it?
No, that's not the one they did.
Yeah.
The one they did with the hand out like that is not this one.
Yeah.
No. What do you mean 2 bases?
Yeah,
I'm talking about
7.
No, I'm talking about the first one they did. The first Iron Man XM. You work for them, you dizzy cunt. Wake up. 42. That suit has all like little bits, intricacies in it. Where's 42 from? What film is that?
That's from 3, right? I think. Yeah, that's from Iron Man.
See, that one had a really clean paint job for how complex it is. These ones have quite big panels.
Sideshow did 42 as well.
Yeah, they did it badly.
Yeah. Well, I didn't say that part, but yeah.
Their 42 is bad.
This is then the Queen Studios have just announced that they've got like a partnership with a new factory. So this is just to show their new factory, just to show the layouts, the office, show the ballroom. Yeah, lifts and all that. Then they've got the rescue suit in there.
That's cool.
Life size, I think that is the Mark 85, I want to say. Rescue suit. This is a Sideshow one. I was quite actually really surprised to see this because Sideshow never normally put out images like this. So this must be a leak from someone, I think, because Sideshow never put these pictures out. But I think I love pictures like this. I think that looks fucking cool. I think that looks well cool.
It does look really cool. I love the tones on it, man. They've done a really good job with that.
Yeah.
I'm very happy to get that in.
looks great. I think it actually looks like a really good piece. And again, I was really surprised to see this. Do you know what'd be quite cool is if you actually got number 1778, I think that is. If you got number 1778, you got a picture of his arm there.
Sure is.
I got the famous one.
Yeah, I got the one in the picture. I could sell it for 10 times as much. But yeah, I think
both you guys getting this?
No, I'm getting. Alex has ordered this for trading it with me for the Comiket. We did a deal at the beginning. I said he orders me it, the exclusive, and I'll give him my Comiket, which is mint. My Comiket's mint, so he's done very well out of that because that's about a £900 piece. So
I've got a Comiket already, but it's fucked.
Yeah. What's the opposite to mint?
It's a mint.
Well, fucked.
Yeah. That's it. Anyway. Well, if a mint is like a mint, as in like a, I don't know, like a Murray mint or something like that, then what Alex has is a big lump of shit that he's sucking on. It's bad.
If you go by CGC standards and you get like a 10 or even a 9.8, that's mint. My one is like, what's the lowest one? Like no pages or no page.
Yeah, 0.
No cover. NC, that's it, no cover. Yeah, God. Now Sideshow have done their old thing again with their variants. So black variant
300 though. 300 low.
Is it low?
I'm surprised that I'm surprised you don't have this. Do you not have this? None of you?
Nah.
Hey baby. You come and see me? No? Okay.
No.
I love that pose right there.
So yeah, I mean it looks cool. I always think that thing with the PCS always do well is they always
doing some shopping.
Their variants on day one, and I think that's an important thing. When Sideshow announced it like almost a year later, I think that's a bit low. I don't think they should do that.
The thing is, as well, what's actually quite frustrating as a collector, if I had the Daredevil, which I really love, like their Daniel Bell Daredevil in red is really nice, right? But I would want to pair it with this. I'd like the contrast of the black suit next to the red Daredevil and vice versa.
Well, they have the black Daredevil as well, don't they?
And the black Daredevil with the red one. So why not announce? I mean, obviously they've done just like they've done like a 300. So I understand what they're trying, what the objective is here. What the objective is probably they have too many spares that haven't needed to be distributed. All right. So if the edition size is high, they have to have a certain percentage of parts. So they have to make more to have the parts to be able to send them out to you if it's broken. So they've had maybe X amount of pieces, and they've gone, you know what? Let's just paint these black and get them out. That to me seems like the more logical thing. They've probably got like 300 or 400 of them, 500 of them, and they've gone, you know what? Let's do that. Or if it's strategy and they've planned this, it's bad planning.
Yeah. Take
the piece, put it with the red one, show them as like, you could have it this way. Then do the black Daredevil and the red Elektra and do that. Make all of them 1500 ES, all of them, every single one, and surely you're better off. Surely, as a company, you must be better off.
Did she ever wear black?
I think it's just I don't know. There are Shadowland comics where they all wear black, and that's why when they did the Daredevil, because of the Wolverine was out at the same time as well, they were talking about will they do the Wolverine in black as well, which they could have done because again in those comics they've got it. I don't know 100% if they got her in the Shadowland stuff, but but I think again I'm with Gio, and I just think that as a company, if your brand loyalty, your loyalty to customers and things, I think that day one you should announce these are the plans. And this is what we're doing. I think that's quite important. And to then come back a year later and go, well, actually, we got this one now. I think it's a bit. It takes away some credibility.
But I also think that just as a company, I mean, forget fucking loyalty. I'm just thinking about money.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, do you know what? Put them all up, 1,500 each. Pair as you please. You're going to sell them. I'm telling you. But now you've got people that have bought their Daredevil and they've bought their Elektra all in red and they were first, and now they're like, oh shit. They're just like, damn it.
Well, it kind of makes you think like, why bother ordering day one?
Yeah.
It does give you that kind of Someone's asking, he's asking within the chat actually. Do you know the movie called Eden Lake? Starring Michael Fassbender. Never heard of it.
Nope.
I'm just having some cheese and pineapple on a stick. Classic.
My man. Whose birthday is it? It must be somebody's birthday.
Yeah, the kids' birthdays, yeah. Then Sideshow have shown that they're doing the new Scarlet Witch with the format figure.
What do you think, boys?
I like it, but I like the XM outfit better. I like this pose more, though.
I actually like this outfit better for some reason.
Yeah, I can imagine the reason.
Yeah, well, you know.
The problem I have with this is going by Sideshow's track history. You know, is that going to lean? You know, that's one leg, one peg. You know, keeping it in. And in the past, when they've had the things like the Dark Phoenix and other things, even simple stuff like the Wolverine latest one, not the one that was on pre-order, but the one before. But, yeah, they've all leaned, and this being in that position is, you know, I hope they get the engineering right for once.
I like to see the base. I'm really interested in seeing what the base looks like.
Right.
Sure.
And I'm not really a big fan of the media cape. I like the fact that on the XM the cape is sculpted.
Yeah.
But
there's more going on with the XM, but I mean, this is a museum-esque pose. I agree with Alex. I think that the only concern is you can see that the left knee is raised and her weight is going towards that to her left, and that the statue wants to go that way. So how this is engineered is going to be vital, because if it's not engineered right, I mean, the figure's going to need to be light. If it's got any degree of weight to it, you know, they're going to have a problem, because even if they peg it all the way up to the hip, it's going to still be, you're going to have to put a solid metal rod in there, and it needs to be real solid. Otherwise, you're going to have a problem.
Cody's saying, lean, get the fuck out of here. I've never had a Sideshow piece lean, and I own Dark Phoenix. Stop living in 2014. Dude, I had Dark.
I tell you what, Cody, show me your Dark Phoenix. Take loads of pictures of it from every angle, and then share it here, and let's talk. Because I've never seen one that isn't leaning, mate. So I think maybe you might be looking at it from, you're either very, very lucky, or you're one of the, or you're being lovely to your piece.
My one was more like it wasn't the lean as such. It was more the fact that it had a rotation in the base that made it lean.
Yes.
So it had like a 45-degree turn where you literally had to wedge paper in to keep it straight, you know, and that's all you wanted to do.
You had to fill that because it was a triangle peg, like what we were talking about earlier, gents.
Yeah,
same deal.
Yeah. These are then the pieces which are coming from Weta. So they're doing the Strider cut pieces. So
really,
they got the whole core scale line. So you got the Dark Side, the Superman. This is an early picture actually. Then this is the later picture, which I don't think it looks that good, but I'm hoping to see the pieces. I mean, this has already gone up for pre-order based on these images, which I don't know kind of why. But and then this is some images which someone posted about a video for Weta, so it's got all the kind of screenshots and snippets. Yeah, so
cool.
Put that in there. So yeah, pause it and see what you can see.
I'm really glad I got the Sideshow Dark Side. That's now going to stop selling relatively fast too. That'll be all gone now, if it hasn't already.
Yeah. That's the one there. So basically, he is hovering, and the weight is all going to be on his cape. So again, I hope they can engineer that well. Weta have done some great pieces, but it's normally 1/6 scale. So I'm hoping that they can step up and do the quarter scale and get it right.
Yeah, that's gonna be tricky.
Yeah, something about this. I don't think it looks that good. Maybe it's the images. Yeah.
Can't ever judge anything on anything that's dark. You're asking me to, you know, it's just so dark and from far away.
It is.
This is something you really need to see. I mean, I don't understand personally. I will never understand this level of share. I would always, if someone put this in front of me and said, this is what I'd be like, you know, can we brighten the fucking thing up a bit? I mean, Jesus Christ, what's happening here?
You're a black suit Superman with a fucking black base and black background.
Yeah, that's it. It's basically a camouflaged Superman. I mean, Rodney probably, I mean, Gunderson must love this because his favourite colour is black and there's a lot of black in there.
I mean,
he must be like, this is perfect. Like, let's make a t-shirt of this in black and we're laughing. Because that is literally, it looks like two hands on that fucking head to me. That's what I can see. Funny bit of an S on his shirt.
So with this, pre-order for the Superman went live on the 18th. The pre-order for Darkseid goes live on the 25th, and the pre-order for Dissad. I don't even know who Dissad is. Is that a new character in there?
Yeah, he's Darkseid's right hand man.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the guy. That's the guy that's talking to Thingy at the beginning, isn't it?
That's the side.
He looked fucking cool.
Hey guys, come on.
Oh, sorry.
So he goes live on the 31st of March. They are coming. This then is XM Captain America progress shots. So just to show that.
Alex, for fuck's sake, man, turn the lights off in there and get with the program, will ya?
Go on, make it dark.
They've got all the lights on. They can see everything.
Yeah, you see. Yeah, it's going to be in the dark. So you got that Captain America. There were a few more shots, but it's just to show the progress and to show as well that with the level of QC, if you look at how many stickers are on there, and to show how stringent they are with the QC when they go through things. So there's that. This then is the XM Predator King. So this just got up for pre-order. I know
that's a render, right? That's just a render.
That's the piece.
Oh, there you are. That's it.
Yeah.
That's the piece. Yeah. So it's 80 tall by 54 deep by 54 wide.
Another dark background, but at least that piece is lit up a bit more. You can see the textures on the rocks and some other stuff. So it's not horrendous. I just don't understand. I mean, maybe that's just this. Maybe it's fashionable.
This is 1/3, right?
I think they call it like Supreme Scale, don't they? So it's like a third. Yeah,
we were trying to figure that out last night. If it was 1/3,
looks monstrous.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, you have to remember that it's a throne piece, and obviously his spear is pretty high. So yeah, it's got to be a third, I'd say.
Cool.
Could even be a quarter though, looking at that size, but. I'll have to double check. But I think they list it as a Supreme Scale. They keep it open. So there's a detailing on there. This then is the list of the scheduled shipping. So in quarter 2, you've got Batman Shogo, Joker Raichi, Lobo Rebirth, Green Lantern Rebirth, Nightwing Samurai, Harley Quinn Samurai 2099, Iron Spider, Harley Quinn version A and B of the Samurai line. Mirror Rebirth, Grimlock, and then in quarter 3 you have the second wave of Mirror, Robin Samurai, Cyborg Rebirth, Jessica Cruz, and then there's more to come. You got those on the way.